Welcome back to the third video of the 20th module. Adlerian theory is a positive approach that provides encouragement. It has been updated over the years, adding ways to work with students, teens, parents, etc. The Adlerian approach also works well in helping with mental disorders such as anxiety and contact disorders. In this video, the learners will be able to appraise the use of Adlerian principles in school counseling and to identify the steps in the process of counseling using Adlerian principles. In counseling, Adlerian principles benefits the students by helping them understand the root of their behaviors, how can they change their view of themselves and how they can change their view of their childhoods. The application of Adlerian principles in counseling involves 4 steps. Step 1. The counselor analyzes and assesses the student. The counselor looks at his or her lifestyle by digging deep into the early memories, dreams and other events that has occurred in a person's life which he thinks may contribute to their current lifestyle. Typically, they gather as much family history as possible to get an idea of how the student's history relates to current actions. Adlerian theory believes that early memories and recurring dreams plays a significant role in a student's lifestyle and the choices they make. A counselor will also look at students' priorities. At the beginning of counseling, the counselor engages the student in developing a close relationship. They establish goals and boundaries before diving into the real work of building a foundation of trust. Step 2. In the second step, the counselor encourages the student to talk about their experiences, emotions, behaviors, family, upbringing and their drives. This information helps establish how the individual's current behaviors came to be. Was there a significant life event that made them feel ashamed or guilt? Did this event push them into shadows or cause them to become quiet to avoid feeling stupid? This assessment helps the counselor understand the current behaviors and beliefs of the students. In the third step, the counselor has to offer their insight into the past experiences that may have shaped the student's current beliefs and behaviors. It is ultimately up to the student to agree or disagree with the counselor's interpretation. Finally, in the fourth step, the student is reoriented. Together, the counselor and the student come up with the new interpretation of the student's past and the strategies that they can use to change their life in the positive ways. This new positive perspective can give students the confidence they need to work towards their goals. Having shed the weight of shame, guilt or lack of self-worth, it is easier for the student to move toward the growth and fulfillment. The ultimate goal of Adlerian counseling is to show the student that they have control over their thoughts, beliefs and behaviors. Early beliefs about inadequacy or lack of control can be transformed into new beliefs that the students does have worth and their opinions do matter. Once the students are shown that the old beliefs don't have to determine their current lives, they can be more confident in moving forward. Adlerian counseling can help individuals gain confidence and make better decisions. It can aid the students in being independent without the fear of failure. Though failing is a part of life, constantly feeling like a failure due to an internal belief can interfere with their daily living. Once that fear is addressed and overcome, it is possible to live one's best life and form healthier relationship with others. Adler's approach focused on the importance of nurturing feelings of belonging in the individual within the context of his community. He believed that a person's feelings, emotions, thinking, and behavior can only be understood in the context of that person's life experience. Adler focused on the effects of feelings of inferiority and inadequacy on an individual's mental health. These feelings, as he believed, are usually a result of early age devaluation, a physical limitation, or a lack of empathy. While feelings of inferiority can cause neurotic behavior, they can also be a source of motivation. Today, Adlerian counseling is intended as a short-term intervention with the goal of solving a specific psychological problem. It consists of 4 stages: engagement, assessment, insight, and reorientation. The term engagement is the way in which the student develops a trusting relationship with the counselor and is willing to accept the input. In the assessment stage, the counselor attempts to understand the person's history, including his or her birth order. That is important because where a person fits into the family can affect how he perceives himself. Student beliefs, experiences, feelings, and emotions also reveal the overall lifestyle pattern of the individual. Insight refers to the observation the counselor imparts to the students. Using the relationship he or she formed with the students, he persuades the person to look at his history and the ways it could be affecting his present circumstances. In the final stage, the counselor reframes the destructive thoughts and negative ideas in a positive manner that can help the individual develop new ways of thinking about his situation and encourages him to reinforce the new insight. This can help change a person's responses and behaviors to the circumstances they encounter. Adlerian counselors educate students by evaluating them in a way that looks back in time for specific causes that make students behave in a certain manner. The counselor is warm, friendly, understanding, and empathetic. The counselors focus mostly on the mind, body, and soul with the goal of overcoming problems by readjusting the lifestyles. Adlerian therapy attempts to re-educate the students within their social context for them to experience their role in the society as one who is equally giving to and equally receiving from others. When the students are aware of their destructive patterns of self-image will not enhance their ability to contribute to society, they can then attempt to change their behavior and meet their goals from a place of encouragement. The students experience success and feel they are making progress when they sense themselves moving from a perceived minus to perceived plus. Ultimately, the desired outcome is for the counselees to emerge from the Adlerian counseling process feeling that they belong, are valued, and have a positive self-worth and esteem, which would reflect a promotion of their social interest. Thank you.